Good morning, everybody. Just had to bring you a quick update. We've been dealing with a sick goat. Snickerdoodle is definitely being affected by the cold. He had a touch of pneumonia. So he is actually gone into the house with us. As you can see, he has a sweater on. Thanks to Jim's big old baggy sweatpants, they fit him. And I was able to make a quick sweater. And when we brought him in initially, he was running a fever and he had chills. So he just finished a 5-day regimen of antibiotics. Hey, girls, stop. We're having a battle of wills here for some reason. But anyway, yesterday was his last of his antibiotics. He also got probiotics, B-complex, honey water with pepper in it, just to get him warming up. And I ended up milking Mama to make sure he was still getting milk when we couldn't bring him out to nurse. In fact, I just brought him out. I had to bring him in this morning again, because last night he slept outside, but the temperatures plummeted down into the low 30s again here. So I came out this morning, scooped him up because he was shivering, and brought him back in the house. Now it's warmed up. It's got to be around 50, maybe 55 out here. So it's warmed up about 20 degrees. And if he seems like he's not going to shiver, then we'll take his sweater off for the day. But then tonight, unfortunately, he's going to have to come in and sleep in the house again, because it seems like the night is just too cold for him and he chills. And the worst thing for a goat is being chilled. Depending on what you know about goats, if they get chilled, they stop digesting their food, which can make them really sick. And a fever is like the one thing you can work with, and we were lucky. We caught him. We noticed he didn't seem normal the day before, so we kept a real close eye on him the day we pulled him out of the pasture. He was just standing and crying and shivering. So what I did on Facebook is a goat emergency and health group. So I got a hold of them. He's nursing. Look at the tail going. Anyway, I got a hold of them, and they said, pull him, bring him in, warm him, check his temperature. And then the next step was, okay, he's got a fever. Here's what you need to do. We sent Jim to Tractor Supply. We were very blessed. They had everything in stock we needed. And we ended up getting a ton of medical supplies, but it was all well worth it, because now we have them on hand. And this was our first incident of any health issues with our goats. And Mama there, Oreo's being a brat today. I don't know what's up with her. Latte is still very pregnant, and we expect her to stay that way, hopefully for another 4 weeks. But the clock is ticking on her. And her, I don't know if I can show you. Her udder's down, sitting. She's not going to let me film her butt, but her udder has dropped. Her teats are more pronounced, but it doesn't look like she's filling with milk yet, but she's definitely heading towards the stages of delivery. And the udder development started actually a few weeks ago, when we actually noticed her udder had come down, because usually her udder, hers and Oreo's, was up tight to their butt, because they had never really been, well, they'd never been milked. They had never really nursed their babies more than maybe a day. So her udder is definitely more pronounced now than when I got them, I can tell you that. And she's wanting attention now. She is the opposite of Oreo. She loves attention. But as you can see, she's still, see if we can get a good shot. Look at that fat belly. Look at that belly. She's still very pregnant. And you can see he's active. Last night he was running around just like he normally would. So we just got to watch him. If he starts shivering, we just cannot let that continue because it is not healthy for a goat. And they go into pneumonia, from what I'm learning, fairly easily with weird weather. And what are we having this winter? Well, we've gone from freezing temperatures to the mid-80s already, back down to freezing temperatures. And then you add the rain in on that, which is a normal cycle, but the hot and the cold is not, and it's very hard on you baby goats. So we're just monitoring him. As long as he's doing well, we're going to continue to work with him. If he has to sleep in the house at night, then that's what it's going to be. Right now, he seems to be doing good. It was really nice yesterday. We put him out here. He was out here for the whole day, and his mama was nursing him because she's really missed him. We were very careful with her, though. We did not let her get too overwhelmed with milk. She did not like it. She hated it. She bucked like a bucking bronco, but we did milk her several times to keep the pressure off of her bag. And the last time I milked her, I got 18 ounces of milk. The first time I milked her, I only got 5. So I'm learning, she's learning. Am I still milking her? No. Because that was not my intentions when I got these goats, was to have a dairy goat. We got these goats for land management reasons. As anybody who's following us will know, they are mainly to help us clear brush and clear some of the land. And if down the road we get a goat who is comfortable and willing to be worked with as far as milk goes, I might milk 1 goat, but I certainly don't need to milk 4 females, which is what we have right now. To be honest, 18 ounces of milk would probably last us half a week. That's how little milk products we drink here at the house. Hi! That's one of my roosters. We do have this corner here. My old hen, my 6-year-old hen, has been laying eggs in there. There's nothing in there today. You can tell the goats are sleeping in here at night because it's cold, because of all the manure piles. My job is to cover those all up before they go into bed tonight, so they're not laying in it. I'm real meticulous about that. Everybody's eating. Even the little guy's back. He loves playing in this brush back here. And one of our projects is to get in here and get this cut to the ground. But as you can see, he likes playing in here yet. What you doing, Snickers? Huh? It took everything, guys. I can't even tell you how stressed I was. Almost to the point of a panic attack. Because I just didn't know what to do for him. And we didn't want to lose him. I had to pull my big curl panties up and just deal with it. And we did. We got it handled. Jim is really good. He was able to give the little guy his shots. Because the antibiotic is a shot and it has to go under the skin. And the B complex is the same way. It goes under the skin. So he was getting 2 shots in the morning and 1 at night. And now he's getting none. He was also getting probiotics, because when you start on antibiotics, I wish our doctors would do this for us. As much as I'm finding in the goat industry, they treat their goats with antibiotics when needed, but then with that treatment, they do a probiotic. And the probiotic is to protect their gut health and to help keep their guts healthy while they're on an antibiotic. And he's going to get another probiotic dose tonight with his dinner. So he seems to be doing good. He's not shivering. So I think he's going to be all right. The sun, as you can see, is in the pasture right now. First thing in the morning, because the sun comes up over here and it's behind all these pine trees, there is no heat generated in the pasture till about 10 o'clock. And now that it's past that hour, we have nice bright sun, and I can feel, even through my jeans, I can feel the heat from the sun, which is a good thing for the little guy. So I'm going to let him out here and just monitor him today. Bring him in during the cold part of the night. I just got headbutted. Thank you, Bella. Gotta watch those horns. That's a problem for me. She knows how to use her horns. If she's not getting her way, she's a bottle baby, so she's spoiled rotten. If she doesn't get her way, she'll come poke you with her horns. So, yeah, that doesn't make me happy at all, because she really hurt me a couple weeks ago. And the bruising was bad, guys. I mean, I was hurting for a week from just bruising from her and her horns. But as you can see, everybody seems to be doing really good. We're really watching this girl closely. Can you see that? See those little udders in there? Her teats are little. So she might, I mean, I might be able to milk her because her temperament's so much milder than Oreo's. I would try it. And we'll see how many babies she delivers. So if she delivers twins to triplets, that milk needs to go to those babies. But look at how wide she is, guys. There's got to be more than one in there. There has to be. And I had a little talk with Jim. I said, okay, we can't keep them all. And we have a possible, we could see a potential of 5 babies in the month of April. And at that point, we have to make some decisions. Whose babies do we keep? Latte's babies will only be F2s. Nala's babies will be F3s, which is the next step up in the breeding line for a mini Nubian. So we have to make some decisions there. She's having fun here eating. You hear her going chomp, chomp, chomp. I sit with this girl every day. She likes my hands on her. She begs to be touched and petted and scratched. She loves a back rub. Well, they both do. She likes a back rub now that she's had her baby. So we try and spend as much time with them as we can. Last night it was actually almost dark and we were sitting out here watching the baby play. And he had just gotten his antibiotic shot, his last one. So we decided to sit and just enjoy being with the goats a little bit. But we're hoping we're past the danger stage for the little guy because it was breaking our hearts, guys. He wasn't eating. He was lethargic, tired. And now, as you can see, he's moving around. And as long as he can adjust his body temperature for the day, we'll be doing good. And some of that does come with eating. But the danger for a goat is when they chill, they stop digesting food. Which means anything he would put, even if you'd force feed him, he wouldn't be able to digest it. And that's a dangerous situation for a young goat, especially as he's only 8 weeks old, guys. No, he's not even that. He's 6 weeks. He's 6 weeks old. And he's constantly after Mom. He's like, Mama, give me some more milk. Oreo is really dropping weight from nursing. She's really slimmed down a lot. To the point that when this girl delivers, we're talking about adding the beet pulp back into their diet because she will be definitely nursing multiples and she could use the weight gain, and so could she, oh, not her, that's him. She could use the weight gain as well. So we're going to be adding the beet pulp back into the animals in this pasture. So that's kind of one of our goals that we're planning for April into May is to bulk these guys up a little bit after babies are born. Right now, I don't want to add too much weight gaining items to their menu because they all eat together. It's real hard to separate this amount of goats. And we don't want her babies to get too big for delivery. So we don't want to push any more weight gaining on her than necessary. We need her to deliver easily. And with twins or triplets, they should be smaller, but I've heard some big babies being born with twins and triplets too, so we just got to be careful. Alright guys, just wanted to let you know what we're dealing with. The poor little guy. I'm so happy he's back out here right now even, because he just spent the morning in my lap, in my recliner, and He started out shivering. We wrap him in an extra blanket as well as a sweater. And once the chills break and he's relaxed, then I slowly take the layers off so that he starts adjusting to the temperatures on his own. And right now he's doing great. And there's no quivering, no shivering. He's become more vocal, I can tell you that. Because he'll call from inside the house for his mama, and that triggers her into screams. They are very bonded. It's hard to pull him from her because of it. There's just a slight breeze. I'm hoping that breeze doesn't chill him. It's not much of a breeze, but it's there. Alright guys. If you're into praying, pray for my little buckling, that he continues to improve. And don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. And we'll be getting some more videos out to you real soon. God bless. Take care.